Hello friends, I am Chetan Devidas Ingade from RBNB College, Shridampur, working as assistant professor in Department of Chemistry. In this year, we have to study 3 chapters in organic chemistry. Firstly, aromatic hydrocarbons. Second one is alkyl or aryl halides, and third one, that is alcohol, phenol and ethers. The first chapter of our SYBSC syllabus is aromatic hydrocarbons. To understand the concept of aromatic hydrocarbon, firstly we have to know that what is meant by hydrocarbon. Therefore, we have to start from hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are those compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen entirely. Now, hydrocarbon means those compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen entirely. Or we may say that hydrocarbons are those species which contains carbon and hydrogen only. Now, these hydrocarbons are classified into 2 types. These hydrocarbons are classified into 2 types: aliphatic hydrocarbons and alicyclic hydrocarbon. This aliphatic hydrocarbon is also called as acyclic hydrocarbon, whereas this alicyclic hydrocarbon is called as cyclic hydrocarbon. Now, these aliphatic or acyclic hydrocarbons are further classified into 3 types. First one will be alkane, second one is alkene, and third one is alkyne. Now, what is meant by alkane? Those hydrocarbon which contains almost all carbon-carbon single bond are called as alkanes. Those hydrocarbons which contains almost all carbon-carbon single bonds. Each and every carbon atom of this alkane, is sp3 hybridized. What is meant by alkene then? Those unsaturated compound which contains one carbon-carbon double bond is called as alkene. Those unsaturated molecules which contains carbon-carbon double bond is called as alkene. The hybridization of this carbon atom between which carbon-carbon double bond is present is sp2. Now finally we move towards alkyne. Now, those unsaturated molecules which contains carbon-carbon triple bond, is called as alkyne. The hybridization of carbon atom between which carbon-carbon triple bond is present is sp. Now, these are the types of aliphatic or acyclic hydrocarbons. Now, going further, towards the second type of hydrocarbons, that is early cyclic hydrocarbon or cyclic hydrocarbon. We know that it also divided into two types. The first type of this early cyclic or cyclic hydrocarbon is cycloalkanes, alkenes or alkynes, means cyclocompounds, and second one is aromatic compounds or aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons. This cyclocompounds contains three compounds: cycloalkane, cycloalkene and cycloalkyne. Whereas now our syllabus includes these aromatic hydrocarbons. Now our syllabus includes these aromatic hydrocarbons. Now then what is meant by aromatic hydrocarbons? Then what is meant by aromatic hydrocarbons? The word aromatic actually comes from the Greek word aromas, meaning smelling. It means the aromatic hydrocarbons has its own odor. It means the aromatic hydrocarbons has its own odor. To understand the concept of aromatic hydrocarbons, we have to know that the concept of aromaticity. Now, moving towards aromaticity, we have to know that the concept of aromaticity is invented after the invention of aromatic hydrocarbons. This word invented after the aromatic hydrocarbons. Now what is meant by aromaticity? Those compounds, that is cyclic, planar, fully conjugated, compounds which obeys Haeckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. That is 4n plus 2 pi electron rule is called as aromatic compounds. Those compounds which are cyclic, planar, fully conjugated, which obeys Haeckel's rule, is called as aromatic compounds, and the phenomenon is called as aromaticity. Now we know that what is meant by cyclic. To understand the concept of aromaticity, we have to satisfy almost all 4 conditions of this rule. The first condition or clause of this rule is the molecule must be cyclic in nature. It must be cyclic in nature. It means the molecule has at least one ring in its structure. Now, cyclic means it must have one ring in its structure. What is meant by planar? The second clause of this aromaticity concept, it must be planar. It means each and every carbon atom of that cyclic ring must be sp2 hybridized. If each and every carbon atom of aromatic ring is sp2 hybridized, then we may say that the molecule or the ring must be planar in nature. Now the third clause of this concept is nothing but fully conjugated, means fully conjugation. Now we know that what is meant by conjugation. Conjugation is nothing but the alternate pi bonds. If two pi bonds are separated by a single bond, then that molecule must have to consider which has unsaturation or conjugation in its structure. Now, if that molecule whose aromaticity is to be determined, if that molecule has many pi bonds which are separated by carbon-carbon single bond, then that molecule is considered as to be conjugation or fully conjugation in its structure. Finally, the last or the most important clause of this rule is it obeys Haeckel's rule. That is 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Now, to obey the Haeckel's rule, we have to calculate the value of n. To obey the Haeckel's rule, we have to calculate the value of n. Here, n is just an integer. If the value of n is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on. If the value of n arises as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we may say that, or we have to say that molecule obeys Haeckel's rule. Instead, if the value of n arises as 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2, then that molecule cannot obey Haeckel's rule. To obey the Haeckel's rule, we have to know that the value of n arises as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, we have to understand the aromaticity concept by taking an example. Firstly, we take an example of benzene. The structure of benzene is as follows. As we know that the benzene contains a cyclic ring. It is the first clause of our aromaticity concept. It must contain a cyclic ring. Here benzene shows that first clause is obeys. Now it is cyclic in nature. The second clause of this aromaticity concept is that the molecule must be planar in nature. Now we know that each and every carbon atom of this benzene ring is sp2 hybridized. It means it is planar in nature. planar in nature. Now the third clause or third condition of this aromaticity, it is or it must be fully conjugated. It must be fully conjugated. Now see here, this is a pi bond which is separated by a single bond to be in conjugation with another pi bond. If we know that the definition of conjugation is separation of pi bonds by a carbon-carbon single bond. This molecule, in this molecule, there are 3 pi bonds which are in conjugation. We may say that there are 6 pi electrons which circulate on the each and every carbon atom of this ring. There are 6 pi bonds which are in circulation on each and every carbon atom of this ring. That's why it molecule satisfy the third condition of aromaticity, that is, this molecule is fully conjugated in nature. The last and the most important condition or clause of this aromaticity concept is nothing but whether that molecule obeys Haeckel's rule or not. For that purpose, we have to show that Haeckel's rule, as we know that Haeckel's rule is nothing but 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Each pi bond carries 2 electrons. It means here there are 3 pi bonds. In all, in the language of electrons, we say that this molecule contains how many electrons? 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6 electrons. 4n plus 2 is equal to how many pi electrons? 6 pi electrons. Now 4n is equal to 6 minus 2 electrons. Here 4n is equal to 4 electrons. The value of n arises as n is equal to 1. The value of n is here arises as 1, which is or which satisfy the Haeckel's rule. That means this molecule, that is benzene, obeys almost all conditions. That is, it is cyclic in nature, it is planar, it is fully conjugated, and finally it obeys Haeckel's rule. It means this molecule is aromatic in nature. This molecule is aromatic in nature. Now 1,3-cyclobutadiene. We know that we have to apply the 4 conditions of aromaticity to check whether this cyclobutadiene, 1,3-cyclobutadiene, is aromatic in nature or not. First condition, as usual, we know that it is cyclic in nature. Each and every carbon atom of this 1,3-cyclobutadiene is sp2 hybridized. So it is planar in nature. The third condition, these 2 pi bonds are separated by a single bond, and the pi bonds or pi electrons in this cyclic ring distributed or circulated over each and every carbon atom. Each and every pi electron in this ring are circulated on each and every carbon atom. That's why it is also a fully conjugated system. And finally, whether this molecule obeys Haeckel's rule or not. It obeys Haeckel's rule or not, that is 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. For that purpose, we have to further calculate the value of n here. We have to calculate the further value of n here. Now, 4n plus 2, we know that the formula of Huckel's rule is equal to pi electrons. 4n plus 2 is equal to pi electrons. The number of pi bonds present in this example are 2. That's why this molecule contains 4 pi electrons. Now 4n is equal to 4 minus 2 electrons. Now 4n is equal to 2. The value of n is equal to 1 by 2. Which it means this molecule doesn't satisfy the fourth condition of aromaticity, that is, it cannot obey Huckel's rule. Besides satisfying the first three conditions, due to disobey of Huckel's rule, this molecule is not aromatic in nature. Now we know that, or now we understand how to check the aromaticity of any compound on the basis of that aromaticity concept. Okay, now our topic is aromatic hydrocarbons. If we are able to determine the aromaticity, then on the basis of definition of hydrocarbons, that means those compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen entirely, and with the help of aromaticity we able to determine the aromatic nature of that molecule. Hence, on the basis of aromaticity and whether that molecule contains carbon and hydrogen entirely or not, we may able to determine that molecule is aromatic hydrocarbon or not. Now, those compounds. Now those compounds which are aromatic in nature and contains carbon and hydrogen only is called as aromatic hydrocarbons, which has a unique property called aroma, means smelling. Now, Friedrich August Kekulé in 1865 discovered the first aromatic hydrocarbon named as benzene. Benzene is the first aromatic hydrocarbon which was discovered by Friedrich August Kekulé in 1865. He had a dream. In that dream, he saw 6 snakes which are joined by a mouth of one snake, put the tail of another snake in its structure, and he draw this first structure of benzene like this. This is the mouth of snake which holds the tail of another snake. This is the structure of benzene.